Okay, first things first, I used to use Reddit a lot. I mean, Reddit on the surface is a great website. I mean, it's just full of discussion forums about any topic you can imagine. It's very active, and the people seem to be pretty intelligent. But I don't know. Maybe because I'm leaning conservative lately. I just keep getting banned, and now I'm pretty sure I'm permabanned. I try to bypass the ban, but I just can't nowadays. And I don't get banned for anything bad. I just get banned for stating the most common sense things, and they label it as hate. It's ridiculous. So I'm here. I'm going to show you some examples of why Reddit is so crazy leftist and just violent even. I don't know how long it's been going on, but let's just take, for example, a mainstream example. Go to the politics subreddit. And this is not some random tiny subreddit, some unhinged group of like 10 people. This is like one of the major subreddits of Reddit. It's huge, and they call it politics, but it's really anti-Trump politics. It's leftist politics. The only stuff that gets upvoted is stuff that benefits their narrative. So let's just go down and see what they're talking about. Okay, JD Vance. Let's see. Let's see what they're saying about JD Vance. The headline here is JD Vance's motorcade hit by shrapnel from Marine celebration. Okay. So close to winning a Darwin Award. So basically making light of a potential tragedy. Like a piece of shrapnel could have killed JD Vance. I mean, think about that. If that happened to your mom or your dad or your friend or your brother or your sister, I mean, that's obviously a very serious thing. And yeah, no one wants that, but they're making fun of it basically. It's just they're like in their own little like civil war here. Like everything here is just ammunition to go against their perceived political enemies. They literally brought this on themselves. This is what happens when you're an arrogant idiot surrounded by loads more arrogant idiots, okay? Wouldn't be the first time Trump tried to have his VP killed. Like trying to spitefully piss in your neighbor's lawn as he watches only to shit yourself instead. Well done, assholes. This is just very hate-filled stuff. I mean, this is not normal. This is not a normal way to talk. I mean, this is like they're lashing out. I mean, I get it. Like they're frustrated and politically, like they want to win the political fight, so they're just slinging mud. There's nothing I can add that wouldn't make me sound unkind. Really? You can't look past politics and see the humanity in this. That JD Vance, a human being, almost got hurt. I'm gonna go through this real quick. I mean, this is just one random example, and you can see the kind of vitriol in here. Talking about asking for it. Seriously, I honestly can't think of anyone on either side of the political spectrum who actually miss Vance if something happened to him. What? This is just total. This says more about him than anyone else. Like you are projecting here. You cannot even see how anyone can mourn JD Vance if something bad happened to him. Seriously, it's just. And look, if I ever try to defend any of this stuff, like say da 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 da, I will just get banned. And you think I'm exaggerating, but it literally just happened. Like I would say something very calm and normal and not trolling at all, and I'll get like a warning, and then I would disagree with the warning, and then I'll get banned. Like they're just it's ridiculous. Or if I don't get banned, I get downvoted to oblivion. I got like a bunch of downvotes, and then people can respond to me, and if I try to respond back to defend my view, I can't, because I don't know if they block me or if the system just sees that it's so heavily downvoted that it just won't let me post anymore. So basically, you get silenced for having an unpopular opinion on Reddit. It's crazy. It is crazy. All right. So I guess I can't scroll anymore. Okay, so now I'm on R News, which is another huge subreddit, 5.4 million weekly visitors, and they call it news, but of course it's very slanted to the left, and it's U.S. news, American news, but anything that goes against Trump, basically. All right, here's one. Robert Morris, Texas megachurch pastor, pleads guilty to sexually abusing a child. It's always the ones you most expect. Reddit is full of anti-Christian views. They just hate Christians, and they take things like this and they attribute pedophilia and rape to Christianity, which is ridiculous because, I mean, there are some teachers who rape children too. There are some police officers who kill or use unnecessary force. There are doctors who rape and scam. That doesn't mean that we see teachers and be like, oh, you're a teacher. It means, ooh, you're a child molester, you teacher, you. I mean, no one does that. I mean, this is not a real thing that normal brains think. But here's Reddit. There's a whole subreddit called Pastor Arrested, not a drag queen. I mean, obviously, there are going to be people who say they're Christians who will go around and do terrible things. I mean, that's they're human beings. And the funny thing about this is, if anyone tries to defend Christianity, like if they're just saying what I'm saying right now, just very basic common sense stuff, it's like, hey, being a Christian doesn't mean you're like now some magical person who never sins. Like everyone's a sinner, and even Christians can do super evil things. If you say these things, you either get downvoted in such a way that no one's going to see your post, or if they do, they're just going to see a bunch of the replies under your post, and you can't respond to it because you're like locked out because you're I don't know, your votes have been too low. Ask me how I know. I've been through this more anti-Christian propaganda. I wonder at parents taking their kids to churches. Is it a safe environment for kids? That's ridiculous. There are school shootings. I mean, schools is still the safest place for kids. I mean, I don't need to explain the bad logic in this. Even if they aren't raping the kids, they're still brainwashing them. So they're just free to say all these hateful things about Christianity. But if anyone ever speaks up for Christianity, watch out. You're proselytizing. We don't talk politics and religion around here. We're gonna ban you or whatever. It's ridiculous. Anyway, I mean, this was just literally me finding the first things that I saw on Reddit, and it gets a lot worse. If I spend 5 minutes digging, I'm sure if you look up anything Charlie Kirk related or whatever, you can see all that vitriol come out. They're gonna basically be celebrating or mocking Charlie Kirk's death, and basically just hoping for political violence. And this is Reddit, basically a mainstream site, and these are mainstream subreddits too. These are not just like some random guy made this crazy Reddit. This is what's popular and brought to the front. And even if people like me try to go on Reddit and speak the truth, or at least not even necessarily the truth, just speak my point of view, the Reddit upvote downvote system means that my view will pretty quickly get sent down and hidden, and there's a chance that I just get banned. Even if I don't say anything against the rules, if I get downvoted so much, I've seen where they just basically warn me for being like, I don't know, like going against the flow, or I don't know what the word they use is, like disruptive, or just not a good contributor, and then they have the power to just kick you out, ban you, and then if you ever try to come back, they'll get even more mad and ban you again, permanently ban you. I mean, it's just a way of silencing all dissenting opinions, and that's just how they operate. And then now you have this website that's totally skewed and just basically one political opinion, and it's become so far left, and they don't uh, they don't discourage it. I mean, it's not hard to find, guys. Like if you look for anything about violence, Reddit hates cops. Reddit hates conservatives, especially anything Trump or MAGA or whatever like that. Is you don't you don't have to you don't have to try to kill everyone you disagree with, right? So I don't care what politics you subscribe to. You should not be advocating or making light of death. You should not be laughing at death or mocking anyone's death or anything like that. Like, that's just evil. That's literally evil. But leftists, or the far left people, I should say, they subscribe to this. This is their way of fighting back. I can understand their frustration in a way, because to them this is their way of lashing out, and backlash is always vitriolic. So if someone has been, or if you feel like you've been bothered by something, and you finally say something, you're going to say something that's going to be like way out of proportion, right? If you're being bullied by a bully, and then when you finally speak up, you're gonna like explode. Um, you know, obviously, people who get bullied and take it too far and start like killing the bully or whatever, that's obviously way too far. But that's kind of what the far left is doing right now. They're frustrated. You know, Trump and conservatives are in power, and they feel helpless and they don't know what to do, and they see violence as a way to kind of get a win in. It's like, okay, we can't. The election's like 3 years away. Um, we can't really get a win in. We hate Trump, and so we just hope and pray that he dies. You know, either someone assassinates him, or he dies from medical, or from being sick or whatever. We'll be cheering when that happens. I mean, these guys are just. I mean, their catchphrase right now is he dead yet? Because they're basically counting the days down before Donald Trump dies, and that's just crazy. And I haven't been following politics for too long, but I know in the past when Barack Obama was president, conservatives were similarly very much miffed and angry at that, and they would basically kind of go to war against Democrats and Barack Obama. I mean, it's politics. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and be naive and pretend that this angry mudslinging stuff like this is new, but I don't think conservatives ever got this bad, where they were openly, brazenly cheering and hoping for death and assassinations. Now, they're trying to normalize assassinations. The left is trying to normalize assassinations, which is crazy. Like, I don't even know what else to say about that. I mean, conservatives, they would be unfair. Everyone has their own kind of way to do political warfare, and they'll make fun of Obama or whatever. They'll make fun of his suit, or like, it's kind of like small, little minor things, but they use it to their advantage. Like, this is how we shame Obama, or we shame AOC, or we'll make fun of AOC, and or maybe they might even do some unclassy things. For some people, you never know who, but I mean, we're not a monolith. Ain't no political side's a monolith, but some people would make fun of like people's physical features, right? Which is not classy or good to do at all. I feel like most people are reasonable and don't stoop down to this level. Like no one is out there making fun of AOC's teeth, right? Or whatever they're making fun of AOC for, um, or just saying like really toxic stuff. And most people aren't doing that. You know, we can talk a lot about how extremists from both ends are the ones who are loud, and those are the crazy people who get picked up in the news. But it's just crazy because Reddit is so popular, and and it's sad because Reddit is so useful sometimes. Like Reddit is a useful place. It's it's great communities for whatever you can think of and discuss. And um, if you're a fan of a sports team, you can have your own little subreddit here to talk about that. But just the politics have gotten everywhere on Reddit, and it's so far left now, and it's just the censorship is blatant. I mean, I get it; it's a platform, and they have their political leanings and whatever, but it's just crazy. That's so blatant. There's just the hive mind is what they call it. I mean, I don't think this is a new development, but it's just something that I guess now that I'm banned from Reddit, it's like it's bothering me more. It's like ugh. It's like now I'm trying to speak out more, trying to speak the truth or what I believe is the truth, or at least my POV, and it's just getting shut down. It's just it's just yeah. But it is what it is. The times we're in. But we have to speak out. We can't stay silent. That doesn't mean you have to be dumb about it and speak out about it everywhere. Um, be wise about it. Be prudent about it. Don't be counterproductive. But I mean, when the time is right, say what you believe. That goes for everyone. And say what you believe and do it kindly and respectfully, and let the best ideas win. That's all. That's the best way to go about it.